Have you ever noticed that the people who seem to achieve the most often care about the fewest things? While everyone else is reacting, they're focused. While everyone else is comparing, they're building. And while everyone else is distracted, they keep moving forward. It's strange, isn't it? We're taught that success comes from doing more, learning more, knowing more, paying attention to more. But what if that's wrong? What if your future isn't determined by what you choose to pursue, but by what you choose to ignore? Because in a world fighting for your attention, the ability to ignore might be the rarest superpower of all. And maybe the reason you feel stuck right now has less to do with your abilities and more to do with where your attention goes every day. The truth is, being alive today is exhausting. Every day, thousands of voices compete for your attention. Notifications, news, opinions, expectations. Someone else's success story, someone else's highlight reel, someone else's perfect life. And slowly, without even realizing it, you begin living in reaction instead of intention. You compare, you doubt yourself, you question your progress, you wonder if you're falling behind. But here's the thing. Most people aren't failing because they're incapable. They're failing because their attention is being pulled in 100 different directions. And attention might be the most valuable thing you own. And that's exactly why today we need to talk about your future depends on what you choose to ignore. Because this isn't just about ignoring distractions, it's about protecting your life. Because in the end, your future is built by what you consistently give your attention to, and perhaps even more importantly, by what you refuse to give attention to. Nobody prepares you for this. Your brain wasn't designed for modern life. Thousands of years ago, your attention was used to survive predators. Today, predators don't chase your body, they chase your attention. Every app, every notification, every endless scroll, they're all competing for the same thing: your focus. Because attention has become the most valuable resource on Earth. And the scary part is, most people don't even realize they're losing it. Think about it. How many dreams have quietly disappeared, not because people lacked talent, but because they got distracted? How many books were never written, businesses never started, skills never mastered? Because someone spent years watching other people live instead of building their own life. Without realizing it, comparison becomes a prison. You see someone younger succeeding, someone richer traveling, someone smarter achieving, and suddenly, your own progress no longer feels enough. But comparison has a hidden cost. The more you watch everyone else's life, the less time you spend creating your own. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Your life is being shaped right now, not by big decisions, but by tiny moments of attention. What you scroll, what you watch, who you listen to, who you envy, who you allow into your mind. Days become weeks, weeks become years, And before many people realize it, they wake up in a life they never intended to build. Not because they failed, but because they drifted. Because they gave their attention away, piece by piece. The greatest tragedy isn't failure. It's reaching the end of your potential without ever discovering what you were capable of. Time keeps moving, whether you're focused or distracted. And your future is being built right now. So if you've been feeling lost lately, I understand. Because staying focused in today's world isn't easy. You're surrounded by noise, pressure, expectations, people telling you who to be, how to live, what success should look like. And after a while, you begin forgetting your own voice. But if nobody has told you this recently, you don't have to live someone else's life. You don't have to follow someone else's timeline. And you don't have to become who others expect you to be. The fact that you're here, watching this video, searching for answers, means something inside you still believes in a better future. Protect that part of yourself, because it may be the most valuable thing you have. At some point, you have to make a choice. Will you continue giving your attention to things that don't improve your life? Or will you reclaim it? Because nobody is coming to protect your focus. You have to do that yourself. The world profits from distraction, but your future depends on concentration. Every great achievement, every masterpiece, every invention, every extraordinary life was built through sustained focus. Not endless reaction, not comparison. Focus. The ability to say, this matters, and this doesn't. Because every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something meaningful. And your life eventually becomes the sum of those choices. Maybe the goal isn't to know more. Maybe the goal is to ignore more. Ignore opinions from people who aren't living the life you want. Ignore the pressure to impress strangers. Ignore distractions disguised as entertainment. Ignore comparison. Ignore the noise. Because successful people aren't focused because they're special. They're special because they're focused. At some point, you must stop asking, how do I become successful? And start asking, what deserves my attention? Because your attention creates your habits. Your habits create your identity, and your identity creates your future. The person you become tomorrow is being shaped by what you ignore today. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You wake up feeling proud, not because life was easy, not because luck found you, but because you protected your focus when everyone else lost theirs. While others chased validation, you built skills. While others compared, you improved. While others reacted, you created. And slowly, almost invisibly, your life changed. Not in one dramatic moment, but through thousands of quiet decisions. The kind nobody applauds, the kind nobody sees. Because real transformation rarely looks dramatic. It looks ordinary, repeated consistently. And maybe the future version of you is hoping that today is the day you finally take control of your attention. The truth is, you cannot focus on everything, and that's okay. You were never meant to. Every meaningful life is built on selective ignorance. Because saying yes to one path means saying no to countless others. You don't need everyone's approval. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to know everything happening online. You don't need to prove yourself to strangers. Sometimes growth isn't adding more. Sometimes it's removing what no longer deserves your energy, your peace, your time, your attention. Protect them, because they become your future. One day, people will look at your success and call it luck. They won't see the distractions you ignored, the temptations you resisted, the opinions you stopped caring about, the lonely days you chose growth over comfort. But you will remember, and that's enough. Because the greatest victories happen quietly, inside your mind, inside your habits, inside the choices nobody sees. The life you dream about isn't built overnight. It's built every day through what you choose to ignore. And maybe the life you've been searching for has been waiting on the other side of focus all along. Maybe this video found you for a reason. Maybe you've spent too long looking sideways, too long comparing, too long giving your energy to things that never deserved it. But here's the beautiful thing. You can choose differently, starting today. Because your attention is your life, and where your attention goes, your future follows. Years from now, you may look back at this exact moment and realize it wasn't the day you learned something new. It was the day you finally decided what no longer deserved your attention. And perhaps that decision changed everything. Before you leave, I want you to write one thing in the comments that you're choosing to ignore from today onward. Comparison, negativity, distractions, other people's opinions. Write it down. Because every transformation begins with a decision. And maybe someone reading your comment tonight needs the same reminder. Your future depends on what you choose to ignore. Choose wisely.